各位好，今天继续主线的任务《秩序的碎片》第一幕。到这里基本上已经到快要后面了，快结束了。结局的部分有2个结局，所以你们到时候再自行体会。当然这个影片会有其中一个结局出现，还有另一个结局，你们就可以从比较前面的档案去读取，再选择第2个结局这样子。
So what did the Grandmaster say? Poison gas. Now if that isn't yet another example of the unimpeachable holiness of the Holy Order. But I guess a way down is better than none. There was one thing I wanted to ask you before we leave. If things work out the way the Grandmaster thinks they will you give yourself to Korak as he said he would? Maybe. Maybe not. Anyway, I'll go catch up with Meister Cynical and our esteemed Grandmaster. Couldn't ask for better company on a suicide mission like this. Just meet me at the dungeon once you're ready to set out.
They're here. One moment.
Interesting lock.
It's a sigil, and it can only be opened by one bearing the Grandmaster's sword. Follow me. case you were wondering, those 3 water gates up there contain the Starling machinery which releases the poison gas. As long as we do not open them, we can pass safely through the tunnel.
So, this tunnel system, how many exit points does it have?
No, there are a total of 8 exits, and we will be using the one that leads into the Crow district. According to Narajil, we should be able to find a suitable depths from there.
Haven't had enough yet?
就像残杀。
Way too easy.
这跟上集有点类似。打到最后变自相残杀。晕倒，又卡住了。先走看看吧。其实到这个阶段，基本上东西也都不用捡了。
This area better than we do.
Let it go, Friar. They've already passed judgment.
This is the place. Skyrim.
Yes, take cover.
Impressive.
Entropy.
Lead the way.
啊，开始第二幕了。
Hey, you all right? You look pale for some reason. It was the echo, wasn't it? Stronger?
That might be because we're getting closer to where the last cleansing happened. If we just follow the visions, they might lead us directly to the temple, just to their version of the beacon.
You will not stop us! Never! They're trying to prevent us from reaching the temple. What a waste of time. Pathetic.
The city of 1,000 floods. By the wise hermit. It's so beautiful.
And dangerous. Come, we need to get down there.
He has betrayed us! Jakal opened the gates and now they're killing everyone!
The temple! Retreat to the
You
temple!
had a choice, and you've chosen ignorance. Now pay the price.
What did you see? What?
In other words, all that we have done so far is almost identical to how things went with Kyrians. We are still part of the pattern.
But does that mean everything we've achieved hasn't made any difference at all? That we found the black stones, the ancient stars?
What the prophet has seen is that someone betrayed the Hyrians too. And that this chapter was deluded as this fool Koare. We knew that already. We are the first to be so close to lighting the beacon. I can feel it.
这很深哦，不小心掉下去，我是不知道会怎么死。 还有一堆尸体。风速有缺点，有时候不会死。都烧焦了。
Wow, what is this? Some kind of messed up puppet theater? How can these corpses still be here after all this time? They should have decayed long ago.
这有点类似他初期主角梦见的那个情境。
Cleansing did this to them, right? This must have been their final moments before the High Ones devoured them.
I fear you're right. They must have tried to get into the temple, into safety. In vain. This is tragic.
Yes, very tragic. Are you done?
Of course.
Impressive.
I suppose we have
至
come.
高王的声音。
You are impressive, you know that? Everything around you is falling apart, yet you refuse to give up. Tell us, Seraphia, what makes you keep going?
Are you trying to manipulate me? If so, save your breath and fight instead.
Oh my, so grim. How nice it would be if everything could just be killed, wouldn't it? Even the past. Tell us, do your companions know the truth about you? All of it?
Let's go. This is pointless.
Pointless. You wound us. All we want is to help them understand. Just look at them. How clueless they are.
Are you deaf? Shut up. Your games don't work on me.
We'll take that as a no.
But there has to be a way.
Not here in Enderal. We could hide the pregnancy, but a living child? A lightborn and immortal. It's blasphemy. As ridiculous as that may sound coming from my mouth. You could flee with him, you know. Take him somewhere where no one will find you.
What? Orlando, that... No. They would recognize us for who we are.
Not if we took precautions. But even if they did, no one would dare oppose a lightborn. No one. Teal'c, please, don't let him grow up without a father. He will be special, I can feel it, and he will need you.
What is this? But... No, I can't. The Council, Amanda. You know what they said about me. They want to do it.
You mean the exaltation? I can't believe you just said that. This is about a child, Teal'c. Our child.
Yes, our child. Why don't you tell me another 1,000 times? I have... Stop this! Damn it. And you should know that better than anyone else. You know how hard I've worked to get here, Amanda. And now you want me to give it all up? For this thing?
Teal'c, how? I just don't know what to say. Being a seraph, it's a title by the name of the sun. A title. How could that possibly be more important to you than... Oh, I just can't believe it. I just can't believe it.
Of course you can't. You've never known what it means to have to fight for something. We will give him away to one of your servants. It is better that way, for him and for us.
What would have happened if you had been there for your son, I wonder? Would he have ever started to blame the gods for this deep hatred lurking inside him? You made your son into what he became, and all because a promotion was more important to you than your own flesh and blood. And that is why you will fail here, don't you see? Because failing is what you do. As a soldier, as a protector of the gods, and as a father. You are a butcher, a loser, not the glorious savior you want people to remember you as. Admit it already.
Right, a wise hermit, that's a lot of them. Now would be a good time to fill us in. They're blocking the way.
The path is clear. Advance!
因为这种灵魂没办法吸取它的生命，所以只好喝水。这种名目可以吸耶。
That was all of them. Quickly now, to the gate.
Garage. It's locked. What do we do?
We will break it open. Do you see the ballista up there? Dalvarig, you... Wait. Do you feel that?
Yes. Like a wise hermit, I have a bad feeling about that. What?
By the name of this... Wait, she's moving.
Yes. Yes, that is good. Stay with us. You were hit by a piece of debris. But we are safe, at least for the moment. His attack brought down the entire facade, but it also cut him off from us. He will not be able to get inside here. The building came down on top of him. There was nothing we could do. But you survived. That is what matters for now. We finished this. That arrogant display of the High Ones was a bluff. They are afraid of us, and this puppet show out there was their last trump card. But they have failed. We're here, and we're close.
主角
All that
手不
matters
知道拿
now
了
is
什么
that
武
we
器。
summon the High One and take the Numinos from him. Then it is over. Thank the gods, your injuries are only superficial. Just try to keep up.
OK，
Interesting. Must be the echo. We are so close to where the last cleansing happened that not only the prophetess sees it, but we do as well.
They must not harm it.
哇！这些尸体都是上一次的进化所造成的。他们每到一个阶段就会进化一次，就会有新的至高者出现。应该是从这里。
How similar they are. Skyrim, do you have the word of the dead with you?
Yes.
这就是上一代的人所使用的信标毁坏了。
Prophetess, it is now up to you. Somehow you must recall the moment when the last cleansing happened. If Shayla's theory is right, this is the only way to get our hands on something close to a physical form of a High One. No, but maybe you can somehow lure it. According to all that you have told me so far, the Echo seems to react to things or situations connected to the cycle. Take a look around and see if you can find something. All right.
就地上比较特别的几样东西，稍微像这个。
The core of this sickness is in people's heads. It is a way of thinking. But you will never understand that, High Priest, will you?
来了，这里一把的样子。
He has betrayed us! Jakal opened the gates and now they're killing everyone!
这都上世代的回忆。
They are similar to magic, or the power responsible for the tides. They are pure energy. It was almost as if the beacon longed for the stones. They are the key. I feel it.
还少一个啊！
The beacon was created to banish the High Ones from existence, but to do that, we need something from them.
3个水晶，一个武器，一个盔甲。
That is it. That is the melody. Now, Shaka, use the word of the dead.
像都稍微有 bug 了。
Is that?
High One. We have made it. How are you feeling, Prophetess? Luring the echo like that, it must have strained you. It does, indeed. We are in the consciousness of a past civilization. Do you see that up there? Yaela was right after all. This is our Numinars, the essence of a High One. Unbelievable. I have done it. In spite of everything. We will see about that. Maybe that question will answer itself. Charlotte, do it. Carry the container to the essence.
As you command, Enderal.
What is it? What are you waiting for?
Tell me, Enderal. Back in the ruins, when the High One showed you that memory, it was the first time I saw you express real agitation. Not anger, but agitation. What you did to your son. Do you regret it, I wonder? That you abandoned him in exchange for prestige and power?
What?
I don't think you do. What got to you was being reminded of your own failure. Regret. You don't know that feeling. You never have. Not even after Kira.
Child, what are you?
I hired the mercenaries with Kalim. I helped him kill Lashari. And I let the Naramis into the city. And still, you don't have the slightest idea who I am, do you?
Why, you were there. The night of 1,000 fires.
Yes. I survived your massacre. One of only a few.
Then you did not follow my son because you shared his ideals. You did it to get to me. What for, Yusla? Justice?
Justice. I am done with this world, Enderal. I have been for a long time now. The only reason why I'm still here is a promise I made to someone. The promise that one day, I will be the one who takes everything from you.
Yusla, this is madness. Whatever you are planning to do, it will affect the whole world, not just me. If you want my death, why not just wait, damn it? Once we have lit the beacon, Korek will kill me. That way, all those innocent lives will be...
Just shut up! You take me for such a fool? As if there's anything in this world you would want more than to die a martyr! Tealor Arantheal, conqueror of the High One, savior of mankind. You like the sound of that, don't you? You like it so much. You know, at first, I was so frustrated with all the setbacks. When the Prophetess saved Lashari's research in Old Roshengrad, and when Koarek's first attack on the city didn't succeed. But then I realized that all of this would be so much more gratifying than anything else I could do to you. Your final attempt, and so close to your target, only to fail by my hand.
You asked me once what my daughter's name was. Do you remember?
Yes, I beg you, please.
Lena. Her name was Lena.
You fool. Miserable, selfish fool! You killed us all!
Impressive, Raphael. You really were close. A shame that you were too preoccupied with yourself to see it coming.
Beasts! You damn beast! He was possessed from the start!
Oh no, Raphael. I'm afraid that is only half true. We reap, but you sowed. Of course we possessed him, but you did all the heavy lifting back at Kira when you gave the order to massacre everyone dear to him, including his wife and his poor daughter. And so, it is a happy ending after all, isn't it? Without the Numinos, you have nothing to use the beacon's power on. And the only thing it is good for now is the destruction of your own beloved city. It will be a feast, and there will be nothing left of you once we devoured you. Nothing but cold, gray flesh. It is just as we said. You have failed as you always have done. What is it, Aranthio? Lost your tongue?
No. No. I have not. Not at all. You have just presented me with a solution.
Are you deaf? There is no solution. The cleansing will happen, and you will all die.
Yes. Yes, we will. Your Messiah, the citizens of the city, the armies, we will all burn like the sun. And then, it will be over.
You're fantasizing, Aranthio.
Not this time. Here we must go our separate ways. Believe me, I wish it were otherwise, but in your condition you would just be a burden. And I cannot afford any risks. I'm sorry. The High Ones are right. We cannot use the beacon to banish them anymore. But do you remember what the Archmagister said? Without the Numinos, the beacon's energy would burst out without direction. Cause a massive explosion, yes. And that is the only thing we can do for mankind now. Koarek was and is essential to the High One's plan. Whatever shape the actual cleansing takes, he wants to make sure it will happen. And we, Prophetess, we may have failed in breaking the cycle for ourselves, but not for the others. The other people of this world, Araziel, Kira, Kile, they're affected by the cycle as much as Enderal. And I know that there must be people like us. People who have had the same dreams and feel what is about to happen. And if we kill Koarek and his armies, we buy these people time. Time to gather knowledge, time to build a new beacon, and time to light it themselves. Those whom the Nerimes have not yet massacred anyway, you mean? They will die, as you and I will. But they will do so for mankind's salvation. And this is something worth dying for. It is the only way, don't you see? Either we die here, rotting with the Pyreans, or we choose to give our death meaning by at least stopping this fanatic Koarek and his armies. The High Ones are a lot weaker than they pretend to be. I feel it. We were so close to destroying them. And I have faith in the others out there who will fight them. They will succeed where this scum Skyrim made us fail. So, a shepherd cannot decide the fate of his sheep. What is this really about, prophetess? Your life? Now is not the time for arrogance and selfishness. All of this is about more than just us. That you fail to see this disappoints me, prophetess. I thought better of you than that. But it does not matter anymore. I have made my choice. I'm sorry.
It all begins with the dreams. Breathe.
其实这位蒙面女就是拯救主角，就是要来改变那个，其实就是要改变至高者他的那个，他的，反正就是蒙面女属于正义的一方啊，至高者有点偏向邪恶的一方这样子。
Into the mind of a High One? I hope you're joking. This was their last stand. They are afraid of us. I feel it.
再来就是最后结局，然后准备选择主角自己要选择要走哪条路了。再来下一集，下一次会播出啊，今天就播出到这里，下一次就大结局，谢谢各位。